Welcome to this channel. This channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today I like to share with our Wing Chun brother and sisters. There is a very big problem or disaster in Wing Chun education today. We need to fix it. If we don't fix it, it is actually wasting everybody's time and money when you're learning Wing Chun. So I'm planning to make a series of YouTubes to share on this because it is very important. It is education. You know, to talk about, hey, I'm the best fighter, like if I'm Bruce Lee, I'm the best fighter. Those things actually is not useful at all. Why? What Bruce Lee can do, we might not be able to do it. So, what is the point to talk about something like that? You want to talk about something which is everybody be able to do it, be able to learn it, be able to do it. So, everybody be able to improve and learn. So, for example, if you look at like the General Qi Guang, the national hero of China, you see, he never talk about like he's the king of Kung Fu. But whatever he is teaching, it is to train his army, the entire army. So that's why in the battle they have a really low casualty rate and really high effective or efficiency in battle. So that's what we want, there's no reason to just promote some king of this or king of that, and then at the end nobody know how to do the things, and the king is there is not even sure that they know what is going on. So that's why it is educations which is important. Okay, so I found it out this that I want to tell you, I want to share with you because in the past 2 weeks, I've been sharing these three hot YouTubes. Many of our friends have watched it. It is long YouTube, but everybody seems to watch it really carefully. Now, of course, once our friend watching this YouTube, there are many questions. And for example, like in this YouTube, which share on what is the truth of Yip Man, Grandmaster Yip Man's teacher, what is a good manner of respect of the elderly. Uh, Also, I share the reality of Wing Chun fighting, the 50-50 rules, body driving and receiving, and sticking body, those kind of stuff. Now, there's one Wing Chun friends who asked me, when you do sticking body, should I put my weight on my back leg or front leg? Don't that Wing Chun put the weight on the back leg? Well, my reply to him is sticking body short strike, the body weight is dynamic because you are playing with momentum. From that type of questions, I know that they are living in their mind. Oh, Wing Chun need to put the weight on their back leg, those kind of stuff. And it is a problematic. Okay, you don't see what people present, and you're keeping living in your mindset, whoever programmed you that. And then there are a few other friends who ask me, oh, Hendrik, so how can I use my, say, Tan Sao to create the angle, to get the line in, and so forth, so forth. Well, in this YouTube, I actually uh, present it really clearly. All of those are under the body driving. You don't use your hand to create lines or angle. You use your body driving, like in the YouTube here. And that too, it it showed me like the first Wing Chun friends who asking me should when you do sticking body, short strike, and all this Wing Chun fighting, should I put my leg on behind, on my weight on my back leg? You can see that no matter what I say about body driving and all this dynamic stuff, the mind is thinking about this tan sao, I have to do it this way, that angle, that line. That again tell me that people is living in their mindsets. Somebody brainwashed them, and thus they will not be able to see what is in front of them. Now, those are example of how people don't see things technically. And of course, I'm not blaming because I know this is an education problem. And then you got somebody like this. Like here he said, well, Mr. Hendrik, you talk so much about history, so much about theories, but who is wrong and etc. But finally, where is your video of your training or your core Wing Chun principle? You just and then this where is a YouTube a video of a Chi Sao sparring? Where is the video of a sparring of your 1700 Wing Chun? And all those things. And over here, I reply that, your comment is exactly what Bruce Lee say as land swimming. You don't know what is the reality of swimming in the ocean, but asking how to walk in the oceans. Okay, so as what I say here, anyone who fight in the real world know you are talking fantasy, yet you don't see what is reality, but living in your delusion. That's why you don't see what I share to the world, but you can see here all dynamic stuff. So like the body driving and so forth. And if people still asking me this thing, you know that they are living in their mindsets. And again, with this what Wing Chun 1700 over here, my reply to him is Wing Chun 1700. Stop daydreaming nonsense, which is never exists in the authentic history of China. So you know this, I don't blame this guy. He must be getting brainwashed. Okay. And the same guy, after I tell him this, he wrote this. Uh, Do what you decide about yourself and your lineage. It is up to you, but in your reply, there's no answer to the facts. There is none video evidence of your system method in action. Simply this, each video is almost criticism again other principle, other master and lineage, and so on. So my reply is this. This channel is based on history and scientific evidence. It got nothing to do with lineage. It's former Chinese historical record and reality of martial arts. So please leave since you are not able to comprehend reality, but twist and off topic. Stop wasting our time here. Well, this is exactly what it is. Living their fantasy, you know, as here in this YouTube. You people are really disrespect to Grandmaster Yip Man. What is the point to pick at people like a Grandmaster Yip Man who have already passed 50 years? You're out of your mind, okay? And also is get into this lineage, all this lineage style, but fail to be able to see what is reality of fighting. You know this is the deep trouble, okay? So as what I share with you, our Wing Chun friends not be able to see that what is the dynamic and asking me about the body weight. Should they put their body weight on their back leg? Not be able to see that you have to use your body driving in, concess without concessions, like I share really detail here, and keeping asking me of this hand technique stuff. And here, not be able to see what is the reality of fighting. What is the question here is exactly as what Bruce Lee says, a land swimming. It's like you never swim the ocean and you ask people, how come I don't see you walk in the ocean? I mean, come on. And also with this, 1700 Wing Chun. So this is the problem with the Wing Chuners today. Many of it, not everybody, but many of this. So what is this problem? This problem is all these people is living in their rabbit hole. There's what it is, living in the Wing Chun rabbit hole. So the entire thing is based on the folk role and marketing fictional. It's like this. You believe this kind of thing can go fight Mike Tyson? Just lowering yourself like this can go fight Mike Tyson like in the movie. So that's why after I think about it, I say, oh my God, this is a Wing Chun rabbit hole. Okay. So in the real world, start from 460 years ago, General Qi Ji Guang's time in 1560s, and Wing Chun, that's real world thing, real world fighting art. And that is actually continues on today's scientific fighting art, like the MMA. They're in the real world, and they are the same. They just keeping evolve, and grow. But Wing Chun today, for all those friends I share with you in France, is living in a rabbit hole, which is not in the real world anymore. It doesn't know what is the reality of the Wing Chun, like the Wing Chun 1850, the General Qi Ji Guang's, the real Chinese Kung Fu, who can fight. It just disconnect from that, and then it will not be able to get back to the today's scientific fighting art like the MMA. So you see that today's uh, many Wing Chuners actually they are not doing Wing Chun, they are doing MMA, they are doing BJJ, they are doing Western boxing. even though they practice something here, but they really go learn the MMA and so forth. They fought this way, not this whatever the Wing Chun rabbit hole way. And so this is a really serious problem. People is living in the rabbit hole, and in the rabbit hole is full of folklore, marketing, and fictional. Now to get this in details, let me share with you. Wing Chun education disaster in the past 100 years end up living and trapped in fictional world, which is the rabbit hole, okay? So all these people are lost in incomplete, unrealistic teaching. Incomplete, unrealistic teaching. People never fought before, and thus they have no idea what is the body driving. They don't know what is the 50-50 rules. They're keeping talking about the your body weight has to be on your back leg. You use your tan sao or whatever to create angles. Or else then you get all this alibi on chi sao sparring. What the heck is chi sao sparring? Have you ever seen General Chi Chi Guang's army doing those things? Have you seen anybody in MMA practice chi sao sparring? And then when they don't even understand what is going on, then they get into this lineage stuff or criticism and everything. Those are just alibi excuse, okay, of they don't understand it. So it is here. And due to the incomplete, unrealistic teaching, you end up that way. Okay. Now, also a loss in this lineage gossip. So what is the lineage gossip? Well, it's like when people go make a YouTube on this Grandmaster Yip Man's teacher stuff. What is that got to do Wing Chun? Got to do with Grandmaster Yip Man? It's just lineage gossip. Also, empty legacy. Oh, I'm from this lineage. You are from that lineage. This lineage is the older lineage, and so forth. But hey, come on, what is it? What is the content of the legacy? What is this legacy hand down? Okay. You look at everybody is Tan Bong Fok, the 10 billion legal, 10 billion lineage. All everybody copy each other, and you can see that many people copy Grandmaster Yip Man's teaching or Grandmaster Yip Man's students' teaching, and then to call their own legacy and all those kind of things. And then they speculate, oh, this guy learned from that guy learned from that guy. Wing Chun is Wang Chun. What do you get? Are you studying martial arts, fighting arts? Or you study to be a good gossiper? And the last one here is fake grandmaster, fake researcher marketing. Like in this YouTube on the Grandmaster Yip Man, you go to China, you just talk big, talk lineage gossip. Well, one have no idea what is it. What is the difference between the teaching of Grandmaster Yin Man and Grandmaster Yin Kei-san? What's the difference? I have no idea, no clue. Okay. So you have 100 years of this. You're living actually in the rabbit hole, okay? And it is such a disaster. So if you want a detailed list, I give you a detailed list, okay? When people say they are searching for the truth in Wing Chun, are you sure? Truth is multiple dimensional evidence convergence. Not you go to gossip with somebody, open a discussion like the cultural revolutions. Those are not about truth, okay? You don't have evidence. I don't know which country you are from, but in America, in the United States of America, we talk evidence. You better show evidence, okay? And we need multiple dimensional evidence, and they have to converge if you talk about truth. Truth is not, I say so, you say so. So, like, for example, the 50-50 rules here and body driving, those are the truth. Why? It doesn't matter you go to Western boxing, Thai boxing, BJJ, Kyokushin, wrestling, even though they do it differently, they always have the 50-50 rule and body driving. That's what an example for the multiple dimensional evidence convergence. You go to any style, they have it. And yet, if you don't have it, and you're keeping talking about this nonsense on lineage gossip, empty legacy by this fake grandmaster, fake researcher, and you keeping talking about hand technique, have no idea on the body driving. Now, what the heck is that? Okay. Now, here is a list, which is everybody to know. The first is the Chinese classic. There's a problem there. Since 1919, yes, the Chinese classical language was dropped. Today's Chinese language is not the classical Chinese language. And today's Chinese, most have no idea of the how to read the Chinese classical language. Even worse, the today many people in the West claim that they are sinologists and all this thing. It is a disaster. Okay. Well, later on in next episode or something, I'm going to share with you on this thing. Also, between 1965 to 1976, there's a cultural revolution in China being wiped out. So today, if you want to go to China to look for this thing, good luck. Okay? Most people have no idea what it is. And the third is the reality of fighting, General Qi Ji Guang. His summary on fighting Chinese Kung Fu, which is actually, it is uh, in the same directions as today's MMA and sports science. I'm going to share with you more. Is many of this is in my books in this channel. Okay, and the fourth is the Buddhist Taoist teaching. Buddhist Taoist teaching is not like today. Everybody talk about philosophy or Zen and all this. It is not that. It is an experience for. It is an experience one need to get. Okay. For example, the mindfulness and the chi. It is not what you see in the marketplace today. For example, this mindfulness, it involves stability of your mind. Okay. So what is the stability of the mind? I share with you in the beginning of this YouTube, that our friends asking me on the weight of the sticking body short strike should the weight put behind, on the back leg. And even though I already share the body driving, you create angle from the body driving, still people asking me on the tan sao and all this thing. That is, they don't have the stability of their mind to be able to comprehend what is going on. It is a serious problem today. If you don't have that calmness, you don't have mindfulness. If you don't have the calmness, you will not be able to see what people is presenting. I'm going to share with you more. This is only a list to tell you. The fifth is the authentic Chinese history records. Today's records, everybody talk about, for example, the Southern Shaolin. And then when you ask them about the Southern Shaolin, they will say, oh yeah, and this is just the anti-Qing. But then if you're asking them, okay, so if you are anti-Qing, please show me the code of the anti-Qing. The code of anti-Qing for your group. And then people say, what? What code? What? That's exactly what happened. They don't have authentic Chinese history record. And they don't have complete legacy. They say, wow, my Wing Chun is from Southern Shaolin or here and there. And you're asking them, okay, so what is it? Show me your complete records. They don't. They just say, well, this is from Mui, this is from Jixin, but wait a minute, who is Mui, who is Jixin? Can you find in the history? They can. And also there's an influence on this Taoist scam, which is Tai Chi Chuan today. Today's Tai Chi Chuan is problematic because the relationship with this, like the Tai Chi is created by Taoist Zhan Sanfeng, is a scam. The Chinese know it, like Mr. Tang Hao, the historian Tang Hao, known that it is a scam in around 1930. Tai Chi, the oldest, Chen Tai Chi was created with 29 or 28 of the 32 uh, Qi Ji Guang's momentum combo. So they took like 20, 28 or 29 of General Qi Ji Guang's 32 momentum combo to create the Chen Tai Chi. And then it evolved into the Yang and so forth, so forth. You see, they never give credit to to Qi Ji Guang, but they say, oh yeah, this is from Taoist. And then today there are many Wing Chuners say, well, you will learn Tai Chi. Tai Chi is the ultimate. Sorry, those are bullshit. Okay. That's why with those kind of stuff, you cannot handle within 1 minute with Xi Xiaodong. Just look at all those Tai Chi guys fighting Xi Xiaodong. How many seconds they get KO? If you belong to the General Qi Ji Guang, you will not be like that. Why? Well, in the history, right? General Qi Ji Guang is fighting the samurai warrior. In one hand is the samurai sword. On the other hand is the jiu-jitsu. This is 460 years ago. You think those kind of Tai Chi stuff be able to fight that? So when you put this type of thing in the Wing Chun, and then you call it philosophy, concept, well, it is hopeless. People talk about philosophy and concept, but they never tell you how to develop it. They never tell you about the 50-50 rules, the receiving, the body driving ACT, all the details that an authentic transmissions handout has to be. You go to learn BJJ, they have to they taught you all those details. It's not just tell you about philosophy and concept. And then have this Dao, there's Qi, and all this kind of thing. Okay. So this is one of the problem of this list. And then you get this hearsays and story based on fictions. And for your grandmaster's promotions, the Chinese is really bad for past 100 years for that. Everybody promote invincible fighters, this grandmaster, that grandmaster. But if you look at Xi Xiaodong's teacher, the guy who one of the guy who created the Chinese Santa, you look at his book, his writing, see how many ever those Chinese martial art grandmaster be able to fight with Western boxer. If you check history for real for past 100 years or so, look at it. Most are just stories. The student making a stories, the grand student making a stories, and yet you see Western boxing since late 1800 until today, the quality is there, the teaching is there. As I share in my previous YouTube, they even practice breathing and so forth. So where is this in the Chinese Kung Fu today with all this master stuff? Everybody is grandmaster. But are they up to that level? So there's a problem using hearsays and stories and making up fictions. And then there's this ego, pride, title, promotion, money. If you want truth, if you want truth, then you look for truth. But most don't go that way. Their truth is just a twisted thing to promote themselves, to support their ego, their pride, their title, or their promotions. They are not looking for the truth. See, truth not belong to me or not belong to anybody. As what I share with you, truth is a multiple dimensional evidence converged and objective. Body driving, like in the Western boxing, you see that people have to practice the slip and the roll. BJJ have to practice that too, in the different for the BJJ, how you get in and how you drive your body. And up to today, you look at Wing Chun, you go to China, this guy talk, this guy talk, this guy this talk. It always is Tan Bong Fok. And then any body driving, zero. Any sticking body short strike, zero, even though everybody using their term like in the movies. And then everybody recently saying that, oh, Grandmaster Yip Man's teacher is not this guy, not that guy. What is that? Those are just for promoting oneself. They're not looking for truth. Okay? It's just in the name of the looking for truth, twisting stuff, try to fit in their own agenda. So as Bodhidharma said, don't cheat yourself, don't cheat others, and don't being cheated by others. This Bodhidharma. All this stuff need to be cleaned up if you want the truth. Truth meaning you have to throw away your ego, your pride, your title, and your promotions. Only then you can see it. And you need to go through this. As soon as you are living in this is the details. You back one back step, it is this thing, and then you back another step, you're in a rabbit hole. So this is the rabbit hole. This is more detailed. Zoom into the rabbit hole. What is it? And this is what it is in that rabbit hole in details. So this is rabbit hole. And Wing Chuner cannot afford to live in this rabbit hole because that is not reality. And again, like people like this, or the friends who asking me about the ton or the where one need to put their weight. I don't blame them. Why? Because you have a completely bankrupt and screw up educations. Okay. So I'm going to start a series. I'm going to start a series with you, one by one episode, to clean up things for you. It is good that we are in America. We have all this data. And remember, whatever I clean for you, if you do it, if you follow that, you will be able to develop it. That is the bottom line of education, is as I just shared with you. Okay. So we in America, we want to clean this thing up. And what I'm going to share with you one by one, you never see in anywhere in the world today. So you might say, well, Hendrik, why are you so much assertive and so forth? The reason why I be able to tell you this is because we base on multidimensional evidence and convergence. We know where the thing come from. We track it to the root. See, the Chinese culture is very simple. The Chinese classic is very simple. Don't put your 5 cents in. You track down to the root of where the thing is from. That's all. So next time I'm going to share with you, say on, like today people love to talk about internal Wing Chun. Like for example, the Nimlek, mind power of Wing Chun, Nimlek. What is that Nimlek? What is the Nimlek? Right? People say, well, if you practice Xu Lim Tao, you have Nimlek. I can tell you what. It doesn't matter it is Wong Hua Bo or Tai Fa Min Gam or Ji Sim or Mui create that three sets, that Xu Lim Tao. That guy have no idea what is Nimlek. Even though they use the name Xu Lim Tao. Little idea. That guy, whoever created until today, have no idea what is Nimlek. That's why you look up for past 100 something, 30, 50 years, there's nobody developed that. So then you say, well, Henry, are you sure? Yes. Why? Let me share with you first today before I get the detail in the next episode and so forth. Nimlek is from sati, the Pali word sati, Buddha's teaching, anapanasati, or satipatthana, that sati. Today you translate it as mindfulness. Sorry, not mindfulness. The guy who translated to mindfulness also have no idea what is going on the sati. You want Wing Chun Nimlek? You really go study and practice the sati of the Buddha's teaching, you will know what it exactly it is. But then you need to get a real monk, Buddhist monk, who have that cultivations to show you what it is, right? So that's why I can negate all the grandmaster, including the guy who designed the Xiu Lim Tao set, the three set, the Xiu Lim Tao set. Also, there is no such thing in the Snake Crane Wing Chun secret note on that sati. They don't know. As I tell you already, this is United States America. We talk based on evidence. When I present this, I expect everybody be able to develop it. Okay? Otherwise, what is the point? To sell you some bullshit? Okay? I'm not interested on that. I interest on to get everybody, every Wing Chuners who really want to learn, be able to develop that. And yes, Wing Chun is a Buddhist art, right? Sati is the base of the Buddha's teaching. Okay. Now, another example I want to share with you, breathing. You can have all the stories of uh, of uh, of uh, uh, Ji Sim, Mui, all this thing. But did anybody talk about the breathing? You don't see any. And about 20 years ago, when I start to present that Wing Chun 1850s, the Xiu Lim Tao, the body condition part is from Mei, Zhuang. Many people go to learn Mei, Zhuang, and so forth, so forth. And some of them today say, well, no, Hendrik is not from Mei, Zhuang. And the Chou family guy saying that, oh, it's not from Mei, Zhuang. That is bullshit. You know why? Let me share with you, with the entire world. The breeding of Wing Chun, 1850, is from Mei, Zhuang. The Mei, Zhuang's breeding is from the Taoist breeding. The Taoist breeding is from what? Is from Anapanasati. Okay? So don't bullshit me because I tracked down to who have what. So today in America we have this. Okay? So disregard anybody who want to argue with me on this Wing Chun 1850 have anything to do with the Hermes Zhuang or whatever. Just look at their breathing, be able to handle it or not. I wrote a book, Decoding Wing Chun, with the breathing is there. Scientifically, you be able to measure it. And I tell you where the thing is from. Okay? So, as what I shared with you just now, truth is from multiple dimensional data. Truth is not twisting around. Today, you learn from Hendrik the set of Xiu Lin Tao 1850. Then you say, well, yeah, I know Hendrik said that, and I'm saying that. And tomorrow, when I kick you out from school because you don't behave, then you say, no, Hendrik is wrong. Truth is truth. If you really know the thing, you'll be able to develop it. But when you cannot develop it, then it is very clear that you don't know what the heck's going on. So again, education means once this breathing stuff I share with you, like I share in the uh, decoding Wing Chun, you have to be able to develop it, or else it's hopeless. Okay, you don't have the kung fu, you don't know what it is. As for this mind power, the same thing. Let me share with you one thing. I put a lot of things here in this YouTube channel, in my books. How come people will not be able to understand what I'm saying? I want to share with you today a really critical thing because they do not have the stability of their mind as in the sati. In the sati or the mindfulness, you have to depend on that calmness. If you don't have the calmness, you not be able to have a stable mind to be able to look at that thing and know what it is. So why do I be able to see that? Well, of course, I have to go to all these teacher, monks, teachers, and everything, get beaten, get stolen, get tortured to develop that. And once I develop that, then I can see, oh, this is from this is from this is from this. It is clear in front of you. And this stability stuff, it is unfair, for human because we are born with a different type of stability. Some have no stability at all. They cannot even stay calm for 5 seconds to read that thing and understand what it is. But some, like the CEO in the Silicon Valley, many of the top CEO and top designer, they be able, when you say something, they read deep into you. Okay. Those are stability. So the people who have the high achievement, it doesn't matter it is in engineering, in medicines, or in political, they have that stability, they can see through you. If you don't have that stability, forget about it. Okay. And so as what I say again, the person, the Wing Chun friend who not be able to see what I present in body driving is because their mind is in the rabbit hole that they don't have stability. They will not be able to see it through. If they have developed their stability, they will not stay in that rabbit hole. And for past 100 years, you don't have the education. Why? The first thing is you don't train people to have stability. You train people with gossips, empty legacy, words, stories, hearsays. You don't train people with need to understand their body driving. You're keeping talking about the hand techniques. Well, you screw up everybody. You put everybody in like in this rabbit hole. So what do you expect? So in the coming YouTube, I'm going to share with you on the real mind power. Okay. Today there are no such thing in the Wing Chun world on mind power. They don't know. Past 100 years, they don't know. Even the guy who invented the today's leader idea of Xu Lim Tao, doesn't matter it's Wang Hua, Bo Ji Sim, Mui, or Dai Fa Ming Gam, he doesn't know either. Same with the breathing. Okay. And so if we want to save Wing Chun, the first thing is we better bring back the sati, the mind power, so that you be able to see through things. You don't live in the rabbit hole. So the next few episodes will be get out from the rabbit hole. Okay. Of course, this one for, not for everybody because there are many people who love code. They love to follow some grandmaster, whatever they claim. This is not for that. This is for those who really, really want to learn Wing Chun, do not want to waste their life, do not want to waste their money, or they have already wasted their life for decades in Wing Chun, but they want to know what is the truth. It is an education. It's time for everybody who is serious, who want to learn in America or other part of the world, be able to develop it. Or else it is called rabbit hole Wing Chun. Okay. And I know most people don't want to live in within that rabbit hole Wing Chun. What is the point, right? So, so lineage is not like a rabbit hole A, there's one lineage. Rabbit hole B, there's another lineage. Rabbit hole C, there's another lineage. It's time to make this thing. It's time to get out from this for those who you are serious. Go back to the real world. No point to wasting life. Okay? I'm 60 something. If I die, nobody is going to tell you about what is the mind power and all this thing anymore. So if I don't die, I'm going to share all this with you, open up this with you. So hopefully that you learn it, you develop it. At least you know what it is, okay? And then you can do good thing for yourself, your family, and your community. I don't agree against the lineage, the proper lineage. Like that's why the other day I make this YouTube to support Grandmaster Yip Man. I never put down on lineage stuff, but I don't buy in bullshit rabbit hole A lineage, rabbit hole B lineage. Okay. Those are just destroying Wing Chun. Those are just cheating at the people. Those are just provide misinformations. We in America, we don't want that. Okay. So, wait for next episode. I I really don't like to make this, but it seems that if I don't make it, nobody will make it. So I'm going to play bad guy, okay?